Good morning, Mark Soderberg with ADM Investor Services with your morning ag market update. Prices across the ag space were mixed overnight. Corn right now is down about a penny. Soybean prices up 1 to 2. In the wheat ranges from down a penny to about up a penny. Down about $1 in the meal, while bean oil prices have recovered about 40 to 45 points. With the federal government still shut down, there were no harvest or crop condition updates yesterday. That didn't stop wire services, however, from polling analysts like me for our thoughts on where harvest progress is to date. Corn harvest expected to have reached 31% versus 30% at this point a year ago. Soybean harvest believed to have hit about 38%. That's, however, is below the year-ago pace of 47%, while winter wheat plantings are expected to have reached the halfway point. Overnight, a line of precipitation stretched from south central, east central Kansas through northern Illinois and into Michigan. Some pockets saw some heavy rains. However, all in all, I don't think harvest delays will be all that great. Heavier rains in the southeastern Corn Belt could keep farmers out of the field a little bit longer as this precipitation clears out of the eastern Corn Belt over the next 24 to 36 hours. Dry conditions return for several more days across much of the nation's midsection, with temperatures rebounding back to well above normal readings. In South America, timely rains in Argentina are keeping winter crops there in favorable condition. Monsoonal rains are expected to start impacting west central growing areas of Brazil by late this week. The Trump administration today is expected to announce additional details for their financial aid package for U.S. farmers that have been hurt by the current trade dispute with China. Reuters, they're reporting the cost of this program will likely fall somewhere between $10 and $15 billion. The Trump administration has repeatedly stated that funds will come from tariff revenues, which will require congressional action. Obviously, this is made much more difficult given the current shutdown. Also complicating the matter is the fact that the Supreme Court is expected to hear arguments next month on whether the Trump administration's use of tariffs were illegal in the first place, something that a lower appellate court deemed were not. No USDA reports this week, which were originally scheduled for this Thursday. Wire Service also polled analysts for expectations here. According to the Reuters poll, corn production is expected to slip about 170 million bushels to 16,645 million. That was down from the 170 from the September forecast. Average yield down 1.7 bushels an acre to 185. Still a record high, however. Ending stocks are expected to rise 120 million bushels to 2.23 billion, and that's up 700 million from a year ago. Soybean production expected to slip 30 million bushels to 4.271 billion. Average yield there, 53.2. The lower production likely to be offset by lower demand, keeping ending stocks very close to 300 million bushels. Wheat ending stocks expected to jump. The average of gas is up 30 million bushels to 875. This due to the higher production numbers we got at the end of September. D's corn looks like it keeps trying to break out a little bit to the upside. It's got last week's high and the 100-day moving average resistance just above the market at 423.5. Support below the market at the 50-day moving average at 414.75. Export demand remains strong, as evident by yesterday's export inspection figure, a marketing year high at 63 million bushels. Inside trade for Nov beans overnight. Overhead resistance at 1028.25. That's a 100-day moving average. December oil, that broke out to its highest level in 2.5 weeks overnight. Major overhead resistance, not until the 50 and 100-day moving averages. That's way up at just over 52 cents a pound. D's meal has rolled back to about the midpoint of its range this month. Quiet trade in the wheat. Minneapolis did match its contract low overnight. That's about it across the grain space. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you for listening.